So today we're going to try to make sense of what is happening in this crazy real estate market. It's July 2022. We're going to go through all the numbers here in Central Florida. That is coming up next. Hey everyone, it's Matt Allen here once again with the Allen Real Estate team. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. Today we're going to jump right into it. We're going to talk about what's kind of happening in the real estate market, specifically here in Central Florida. I'm going to give you my take as to what I think is going to happen here over the next 6 to 12 months and give you some good data so you can take a look at seeing what exactly the numbers are doing. Before we get started, thank you for watching the video. If you're new to our station, hit the like, hit the subscribe, you know all that stuff you need to do. We're going to start with just some data here in Central Florida, and I'm going to put up a screen here and we're going to talk about what exactly is happening. So there are two things to really keep an eye on that's happening here in Central Florida and kind of happening throughout the United States, but again, I'm not an expert on the rest of the country, so I'm going to stick to Orlando, Central Florida. Number one is interest rates, and that's not necessarily a great thing, but it is something that's happening. Interest rates are continuing to rise. As of this video, we are over 6%, around 6.5% for a 30-year fixed mortgage. Putting down, I believe, 20%, but that kind of gives you an idea where we're at with interest rates, which is really causing some challenges for those that are trying to get on the property ladder with the rising home prices and the rising interest rates. The overall monthly payment is becoming a little too much for a lot of people here in Central Florida, and they're forced to continue renting or looking at other alternatives. The other big thing, which I think is a very good thing and is going to help the real estate market, is the general rise. If you're looking at this statistics, the very first line, and this is a great illustration of what's happening because you have year over year. So if you're looking at June, and these are the stats for June, obviously we don't have July stats yet. 2021, we had 3,098 homes on the market. We are up to 5,437. So a considerable amount, still very low with the broad scheme of things. You know, looking at this, you're going to be like, wow, there's almost 5,500 homes on the market, but this is still way less than what is considered to be average or normal here in Central Florida. But promising is that I just did a newsletter to my clients. And if you are ever interested and want to get on that newsletter, drop me a line below and I'll add your email to it. But over the last 2 weeks, inventory has jumped by 1,000 homes, which is pretty significant. And that's through the Orlando Regional Realtors Association is where we get this information from. So this is a really good indicator of what's happening. The other big thing we want to look at is months of supply on the market. And I've got a better illustration of that, but you've got 1.43 months. You know, 3 months ago, we probably had less than a month's worth of supply. So right now we have a month and a half. A year ago, it was less than a month, 0.7. So you can see those changes. And this, again, if you want me to email this to you, I'm more than happy to do that as well. Just switching over here to the Monday morning quarterback. This is a weekly report we get from the Orlando Regional Realtors Association. And this is a lot more updated as of July. So this is a report for the week of July 10th through the 16th. And you can see the number of homes on the market increased from 419 to 558, which is a pretty decent jump. The median price decreased a little bit using just a week though, that's really hard to show what the average price point is. But right now it's running about 426,000. If you're looking at short sales and foreclosures, those numbers are just so low, they're negligible at this point. But as I said, the number of houses on the market is sitting at 4,670 homes. All right, so I want to keep these videos pretty short. There's nothing drastic that's happening in the market since June other than those things that I've gone through. My prediction is much of the same. I think we've had a lot going on with our country, and it's causing that increase in inventory. What's causing that is obviously people are looking at the market and going, okay, it may be time for me to put the house on the market. The other things is buyers are kind of getting to that saturation point where they're like, we're not going to keep spending more and more money on a house. So homes are staying on the market a little longer. Days on the market are increasing as well. And I think we're going to just continue to see that. I'm seeing a lot more expired and canceled listings, meaning that people aren't getting the price they want, so they're taking it off the market. The other thing I'm getting a lot of are emails from other listing agents saying we're doing price reductions. We notice you have a buyer that may be interested. 6 months ago, I had not heard from any real estate agents about their listings because literally they're putting them on the market and their next communication is highest and best by Friday type thing. So the communication, the message from agents is starting to change a little bit. So I think that's going to continue. I think it's going to continue through the rest of this year and into next year. I don't again see anything that's causing me to say, now is the time you absolutely got to get your house on the market, or the market is crashing. I don't even use that terminology, crashing, because I don't see it happening. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, definitely drop them down below. Try to provide as much information happening right now in the market. I appreciate your time, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye. Hey, before you go, if you got anything out of this video, check out the video next to me over here. It's going to go more in depth on those